On the corner of I-71 is Randy Mason campus as we get you ready for this district semifinal matchup between the Elder Panthers and the Hamilton Big Blue. We're getting you ready for this great playoff time. Great matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into this beautiful arena as we get you ready for this game. District semifinals. It's going to be a great matchup between these two teams. Dylan, I'm Brett McCoy alongside here, Dylan Akers. Dylan, what are you thinking about going into this ball game today?
You know, I think Elder is obviously the lower seed here today, and that is something that's going to play into their mindset. They're coming into this, they're the underdogs strictly by record standpoint, and I think that is going to light a bit more of a fire under them than we would see otherwise, and I think that is going to be a tremendous help towards them.
Yeah, absolutely. As we step aside for prayer, pledge, and anthem. Welcome back in as we just heard our starting lineups for today's game. But you were mentioning how the Panthers are feeling like the underdog going in this matchup, but they felt like that all season. You know, we've struggled a little bit this season. We're 8-14, have struggled so far this season. So the underdog feeling is not something new to this squad, as our start matchup's going to be our usual: Jack Richardson, Aiden Sullivan, Connor Moore, Caden Estep, and Justin Manza. No Brendan Kamsher, which is a little bit of a surprise here. No starting for him here tonight. A little bit of a surprise, as Hamilton will go ahead and win the tip-off.
I do think this is a good lineup to start the game out, very strong.
As Johnson misses from two. You know, Johnson, the sophomore guard, 6th in the GMC in points per game, averages about 10 points per game. Number one shooter on this big blue team. They're definitely going to want to get him some points here tonight, some good open shots here tonight if they want to win this ball game. Aiden Sullivan's going to stop it at the top of the key He'll give it off to Caden Estep. Estep trying to create something down low.
Some good defense there from Hamilton.
Yeah, Richardson long, and that will go ahead. Give Hamilton the rebound. Johnson will bring the ball up the court. Like I said, they like to do a lot of pick and roll. Johnson for three, no good. He's about 30% from three. See, he can't shoot the three if he has to. As Connor Moore gets the rebound, he's going to try and push it up. Use his body, and that will fall for two.
That's good. You always want to make sure that you're the guys to open up the floodgates in any form or level of basketball. That is always a big advantage to your team.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Johnson once again trying to create something for himself. He's going to dish it off to his senior forward. He's going to go up for two. That's no good. Johnson gets the rebound.
That's something you can't happen there. And that's going to lead to two. That's not what you want. Two elder guys going up for the ball, and it just ricochets off both of them.
Yeah, as Hamilton's able to get the second chance points. And that was one of my keys to the game here today, was to limit second chance points, to be able to box out, get the rebounds. Hamilton's going to get the ball. Nice little turnover there and get another 2 points. Coach Schoenfeld trying to complete something to the ref, trying to get a call. He's not going to get it.
Yeah, and they're going to trap him over in the corner. A nice drive down to the hoop and to knot it back up. And they're going to get him on a blocking call.
Yeah, that'll be a nice aim one there for Connor Moore. Let's see if he can make this a three-point play. Connor Moore around 50% from the line this season. A little bit reliable. We'll see if he can go ahead and put this one in.
I'm more well-versed in the JV realm, and something I've seen them a lot throughout the year. Start of the year, their free throws were horrible, and he's going to make that a three-point play, giving the Panthers a 5-4 lead. But what I was saying was JV, their free throws were horrid at the start of the year, and they really improved on it. And some good defense there. It's going to go back to Hamilton.
Yeah, that is one thing about this Panthers squad is they like to play fast hands and like to play good defense, create turnovers. Between Caden Estep, Aiden Sullivan, these guards like to be able to play quick, use their hands, and try to create turnovers, especially on this other squad.
Absolutely.
As Johnson's going to kick it out to Gilbert. Gilbert will give it back to Johnson. Johnson will give it to Mills. Mills will give it back to Gilbert.
Yep.
And Justin Mazza with a nice little steal. Brennan Kampstra is going to lose it. And it's just going to be an all-around brawl for the ball. And Johnson's going to end up getting it, pushing it down the court. He'll go up for a layup. And that falls.
Right over the Panther heads. That's just a lapse in defense you can't have happen, especially this early on.
Sorry, you're finishing.
Giving them a 6-5 lead, it's hard to play this back and forth basketball like that.
Absolutely, and you can't do that against a guard like Johnson.
Absolutely.
One of the best guards in the GMC, arguably. He's having a great season, only a sophomore. So he definitely has got a bright future ahead in the GMC.
You know, you can make some parallels to Caden Estep last year, being a great guy for Panthers in the GCL.
Yeah, I kind of compare him a little bit to Brennan Kampstra, too. Kampstra having a strong season as a sophomore. Around 40% from three, Kampstra is. Johnson a little less than that. Kampstra, around 40%. Struggled in the GCL play, these past month or so. But we'll see what happens here tonight. Try to shake those cobwebs off. It's been a 2-week break since these two teams have been playing a basketball game. So we definitely need to be, shaking off the cobwebs a little bit.
Absolutely, with all that, I totally agree. You can make some comparisons to Kampstra.
Gilbert's going to drive baseline. He'll go up for two. That's no good. Jack Richardson with a nice rebound.
It seemed as if he was floating over the Panther defenders there, and he just couldn't get that one to fall.
Pass going to try to drive down the middle, and he's going to find nobody. He'll find Gilbert. Gilbert's going to try to push it. He kicks it out for three. No good. Estep grabs the rebound.
Coach Schoenfeld's already heated. He wants the Panthers to have a lead early on or at least head into the first quarter or second quarter.
Kampstra up for a floater. That's no good. Richardson with the rebound. He gets blocked. Estep able to get the rebound or the ricochet.
Ball going around the court with no sign of life and just through the defender's legs there.
You know, I was watching a lot of film today on this, Big Blue squad. The way to beat them is off-ball screens. The Panthers want to be successful tonight. They're going to have to create a lot of off-ball screens, try to get people open down low, and that's what killed this Hamilton defense against both Mason and Oak Hills.
And you're seeing some of that here. You're seeing a lot of contact behind the ball, behind the scenes to try and create some space, and Elder is maybe not capitalizing on that just yet, but they're doing it, and they're doing it well. As they've had the ball for almost an entire minute now, and I think we're just not going to hit the minute mark of Elder having the ball down there. Still no points on the board from this possession.
E-step for 3. That's no good. You just mentioned they've had the ball for a minute. That's going to be something that's going to be interesting next year as they're introducing the shot clock next year.
Really?
So that's going to be interesting to see how that's going to affect this game.
Yeah.
Johnson goes up for 2. He'll hit. And that'll give Johnson his 6th point of the game.
A very much needed timeout called from Coach Schoenfeld there. I would be telling my team, how are we going to be able to stop this Johnson kid from getting another open look? Not even a good shot, just any shot. They need to hinder him.
Yeah, absolutely. You just need to slow him down. I think the Panthers are playing a little too fast right now. Calm down, slow your game, play your game. I think they're trying to play to Hamilton speed, and that's why we're seeing some of these turnovers and some of these miscommunications. The turnovers. We saw 2 passes go flying, and those left to 4 points easy for Hamilton. We got to slow down, try to play this game, try to play your game a little bit more.
Especially something that we saw them even when they did slow the ball down, which I do think that is the way they should go coming out of this timeout. But when they did slow it down, I'm referring to that 1 minute possession they had. We got nothing out of that. We got 4 missed shots. So they need to find a good mix. They need to make sure they're not just passing the ball around, but they need to make sure they're playing smarter basketball than what we've seen so far.
As we're going to come out of timeout here, Panthers down by 3.
Good inbound E-step.
Yeah, the Panthers need to try to find a way to break this press as they just did there, but been struggled a little bit so far today. As Johnson's going to go ahead, push the ball at the speed. Miscommunication there between him and Gilbert, but it's going to be lucky, and it's going to go off a Panther and go out of bounds.
Some good defense there from E-step, and I remember vividly the JV game against St. X. The press killed them, so I'm interested to see how much differently the varsity coaches attack the press in practice.
Sims with an easy bucket.
And now the Big Blue Hamilton have now doubled the Panthers score. Maybe not anymore.
As
That's
Justin
a good
Mazza
drive.
goes up for a nice little drive there, goes up for 2.
That's textbook right there. That's what you need to see from your star guys.
And that's what we saw a lot of him out of Moeller when we played Moeller at home. We saw a lot of that out of him here tonight. Moeller was a little bit more physical team, a little bit bigger, and that's kind of what this Big Blue Hamilton team is. So we're going to see if Maz is going to try go ahead, use his body a little bit more. Not the biggest guy, but try to do that like he did against Moeller and try to create some opportunities. We're going to get a foul called here.
Absolutely.
First foul of the ball game.
They're going to get a push there. And we're getting a little bit of physical ball, as we mentioned earlier, some physicality off the ball with the off-ball screens and some contact going on, trying to create space. But that was the first time we've seen contact that led to a foul for the Panther side. So now I think after that they are going to draw back a little bit, their physicality. And some quick hands there from Johnson to get the ball back in Big Blue's possession. And he's going to go hard down out to the corner. Air ball. Wow.
That ball stolen by Moore. Moore's going to try to use his body, go up. That's no good. Moore with his rebound. That's no good.
Back-to-back missed shots, more. He's trying to capitalize. You've seen that a couple times tonight, capitalize off these offensive rebounds, and he just cannot do it.
We're going to get a charge.
Good take there from Cluxton. That's just high IQ basketball. He saw a man driving down, and he knew that if he hit him too hard, he could take that foul, and that's exactly what he did. That's great basketball IQ.
Aiden Sullivan trying to drive that ball in. Connor's getting trapped in the paint.
Wow, some great handles there out to Cluxton.
Cluxton hits from three.
Wow, splash. There was nothing stopping that ball from tying this ball game up.
Hamilton will bring the ball down the court. Johnson has it in the corner. Kick it out. They'll give it to Mills. To Gilbert. Gilbert's going to try to drive in.
Wow.
Stolen by Cluxton.
Cluxton
going up for two. He'll connect. Now give the Panthers a 2-point lead. 20 seconds left in the first quarter.
An immediate impact from the sophomore Cluxton on the impact of this game. This is huge. A great game plan decision from Coach Joe Schoenfeld. We're going to tick below 10 seconds.
Yeah, Johnson's trying to drive, go up. They're going to get a blocking foul called on Mazza.
That's a bad situation to get a foul like that. 5 seconds, and they get the ball under the hoop now. That is not what you like to see.
Yeah, it's Elder's second foul of the quarter.
Yeah. They now have a very good chance to tie this ball game up.
Hamilton hits for three. And they'll go up by one heading into the second quarter. Exactly what you said, not wanting a foul in that situation, not something you want to do. And Hamilton makes Elder pay. They're going to go ahead and be up one as we head into the second quarter.
Not only are they not going to tie it up, not only are they going to get rid of all the momentum Elder could have had, but they're going to take the lead, and that is something you do not want. That is detrimental to the Panthers' future right now.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah.
For a second there, they had it counted as just a two-pointer on the scoreboard, but they fixed it right away. 13-12 is your score right now as the Hamilton Big Blue is going to take a lead over the Panthers.
Yeah, but real quick, let's go ahead and go into our keys to the game a little quick. Go back. You know, this is something that we were talking about. I already mentioned a couple of these, but for Elder, I said shooting guards need to be ready, need to be able to capitalize on open shots. You have to be able to spread this defense out. Hamilton likes to condense you in the paint. You have to be able to spread them out. Try to hit these open threes and be ready to shoot for these shooting guards.
Absolutely.
Box out and stay physical like we did with Sal and Shamario Scales. You cannot let them get these second chance points on defense and get these easy rebounds with Sims standing at 6'8". You're not able to let them box you out and overpower you and over-physical you. And just be ready for a physical matchup. I mean, this one's, we've already seen it so far here tonight. We've seen a lot of elbows thrown, a lot of all kinds of stuff. Just be ready, play physical, and it's pretty much all I got.
Yeah, you always hear people talk about the physicality of GCL ball, and we're going to get a great layup there from East Step. But you hear, and he's going to take it right back. Wow, he has something lit under him to start out this second quarter.
Yeah, nice little play there from East Step to get a nice drive to the hoop and then steal the ball right back right away. Unfortunately, didn't fall.
Yeah. And Johnson, a bit of a slip up there, almost went out of bounds. Cross court in the corner.
Mills for three. He connects.
That is just exactly how to exploit a defense and its flaws. They did it perfectly. Everyone on the other side shifted to the right and left Mills wide open in the corner. But as I was saying, oh my gosh, Johnson's going to take it and now put him up by 4. But as I was saying, people always talk about how physical GCL ball is, but that's really only because of the heightened stakes, and this is the exact thing you're talking about when you get heightened stakes is playoff basketball, and you see the physicality, the drive, the hunger from every guy here on this court.
Yes, absolutely. Mikey Cluxton does a nice drive to the hoop, puts it up for 2.
Now only down by 2 points, 18-16. A lot of passing here from the Hamilton Big Blue. And a shot pulled in the face of Cluxton from Johnson.
And Sims able to tip it in.
Yeah. We've gotten a lot of shots from Hamilton and from Elder, getting these shots off rebound straight back into the hoop. And I'm interested to see how that continues.
That ball stolen by Hamilton.
A lot of steals. Nothing but air from that one.
And a desperate foul there from Cluxton. Not a good foul. Went over the top and just slapped the dude in the face almost.
And now we're going to get them a chance to make up for it and get a three-point play here. And that would put them up by 7 points, that's a big lead to come back from. But at no point do I think Elder is counting themselves out, and I don't think they ever would. Even if they're down by 20 in the fourth quarter, they always have fight left in them.
That free throw is good. Sprague's good from the free throw line.
For the three-point play.
For the three-point play.
And that's going to put them up by 7. Elder's trying to set something up so they can break past this full court press. And we do have a young lineup in 3 sophomores, Massa, Cluxton, and Kamstra, and the junior E-Step headlining this lineup they have in right now.
They're going to foul on Johnson. Or no, excuse me. Foul on Gilbert. Nice handles there from Cluxton. That ball is tipped out of bounds. But nice handles there from Cluxton. Sees the guys going for the ball. Does a nice little behind the back dribble. Tries to get it down low. Unfortunately blocked goes out of bounds. But thankfully, with the Panthers ball.
We've seen a lot of great handles from everyone on Elder tonight. A lot from Cluxton. Some good stuff from E-Step as well. A lot of all-around great ball handling.
Kamstra for 3. That's long.
Oof. We're going to get a foul on the floor down to the baseline for Hamilton.
Johnson finds his way to get to the hoop for 2.
Johnson, a hop step into Johnson, get that open layup. And that's just great basketball. That's exactly what you like to see if you're a Hamilton fan.
Maz with a nice spin move. That's blocked by Sprague. Johnson up for 2. No good, and that's going to be they're going to call foul on Kamstra.
That's not what you like to see if you're an Elder fan. Down by 9, you're getting these fouls that are sending, yes, that's going to send Hamilton to the line. And not only just Hamilton, but Johnson, number 4, their best shooter on the team. This could be bad.
He's good from the first one. Kelsey and Sullivan are going to check into the game too. Try to get some of those better shooters in this game. Kelsey, one of the better three-point shooters on this Panther squad. Aiden Sullivan, rhetorically known for his defense.
And that free throw is going to bounce out, making it a 10-point game, and they're going to get a lane violation. Is that what it is?
No, the ball went out of bounds on Elder.
Oh, that's even worse. Now you're down by 10, and you gave them the ball right back in their own hands.
Foul on Moore. It's a second. Panthers fourth. They're going to get a foul called on Jones. Not going to lie, I really agree with that call because he threw Walter Kelsey to the floor.
Yeah, that's not legal. You can't do that.
You can't fling people to the ground.
Yeah, as much as you might like to when the emotions get heated, you're just not allowed to do that. Plain and simple.
E-Step's going to bring the ball up the court, throw the ball cross court to Sullivan.
This press has been almost impossible for Outer to break at some points, and that a errand pass to absolutely no one in the corner.
And Coach Schoenfeld just doesn't know what's going on.
I wouldn't either, honestly. I saw a lot of fight early on, and they had the lead a handful of times in this first quarter. And now in the second quarter, they've been outscored 13-4. That's just not good basketball.
Jack Richardson with a nice rebound. They hit E-Step wide open. Sullivan missed it. Unfortunate outcome there.
Yeah.
So they're going to get the ball into the paint. Richardson trying to create something with his body. He misses.
Didn't even graze the rim there, and that is just going to give Hamilton even more momentum. And I need to see something from Outer in these last 3.5 minutes, and that's not it.
Johnson goes up for two, and he's fouled. That'd be the Panthers' fifth. That foul's on Aiden Sullivan. His second, I think.
And
no, his first.
And we're seeing Cam Strick go to the booth to probably check in for Sullivan. And you see a lot of that from Elder. One guy gets one foul, and they get a sub in. We're getting Cluxton coming in as well. And something I do want to mention, with the new bonus rules, the Big Blue Hamilton are now in the bonus. We see Sullivan and Kelsey walk over to the bench.
Johnson makes both.
12-point game. Elder needs a lot in these last few minutes to get this momentum. Momentum is huge right now. And that's not how you get it.
Not at all. This Johnson's going to drive. He's going to get an easy layup. Coach Schoenfeld's can call a timeout.
I would too in this scenario. And he is pulling his hair back. I'm dumbfounded. As Big Blue has almost doubled the Panthers' point total as of now. That's just not what you like to see.
Yeah, no, bad baseball or bad basketball here from the Panthers. Not playing smart at all. But we'll see if they can come head back here, get something back here as we head back out of this timeout. You know, lots of turnovers, lots and lots of turnovers. Panthers are letting the emotions get the best of them. See if we can hold this back a little bit and try to, get something rolling here.
I hope they can. That would be huge. I think last 3 minutes and 11 seconds of this second quarter, you need to get something going. I think a 5-point, 6-point, and honestly, if they really go hard, they can get an 8 to 10-point run where they really make this a good game, but they cannot let Hamilton get any points out, and that is just going to be detrimental if they can go on a run where they keep Hamilton scoreless.
Yeah, 3:11 left on the clock. Panthers down 14, 30-16. Hamilton ball coming out of the timeout.
Yeah,
No, it is Panther ball. Panther ball.
Yeah, because we saw Johnson drive down and make that layup after Kamstra attempted to throw the ball off a Hamilton defender and didn't go as planned.
And they're going to get a foul called on Cluxton.
And Schoenfeld had to pry the ball away from his player's grip to get to the referees. And they're going to see Paff coming in, and I assume Cluxton will be head to the bench, and I presume correctly. Wow. And there's no way in that timeout that we saw Coach Schoenfeld tell his players to go out there and start fouling guys. So I'm confused on what the miscommunication is right now, as Kamstra was dumbfounded by that call at first. But we saw a lot of contact, and that you just can't have that.
Send Mills to the line.
That bonus is going to kill Elder for the rest of this quarter.
This is the first.
As Kamstra goes to the bench, and he's followed closely.
Makes the second.
They're going to get over the half-court line, barely. A lot of contact. They're going to get a foul on Hamilton.
Yeah, foul number 10, Mills. See if the Panthers, with the ball under the hoop, can see if they can come away with a basket here. Great opportunity here for the Elder Panthers.
And you need any opportunity you can get at this point. They're not down and out, but they are certainly down at this point. Over top to Estep from the corner. Bang!
Sullivan hits for three. Now cut this to a 12-point game.
That's good to get some momentum back, and they need a stop on defense here no matter what. Zero exception right now. They need a stop.
Hamilton just trying to create something here. Sprague's got the ball at the top.
We're going to see him keep the ball for a good 30 seconds already. So if the shot clock comes in next year, this is going to change the way every team plays their game. Certainly not a lot of this passing the ball around. He's going to drive in. No good, and Elder's going to get the board.
Paff pushing the ball down the court.
Need to get something up right now.
Estep has it. Trying to set something up here. Paff drives to the corner. He finds Estep.
Estep trying to shake the defender off him. Can't do it. Elder is going to try and make some room. Push it through Johnson and into Hamilton's grasp. And we're going to get a foul. Hamilton, number 3. Gilbert is going to get the foul call. I'm not really sure what happened there, but Hamilton has the ball.
Yeah, unsure what the call there was there, but Gilbert's going to go ahead, try to push it down the court.
We're going to tick closer and closer to the 1-minute mark. And Johnson from the elbow, in Estep's face, 34-19.
Got to play tighter defense on Johnson than that. Cannot give him open three-point shots. They're going to get a foul called on Sprague.
He tackled him to the ground there. And that's going to send Elder to the line. I believe that's Mason's 5th foul. That's going to put him in the bonus.
Yes, it will. I'll send Sullivan to the line.
Bit shaken up after that tumble to the ground there from both sides. And Elder needs these free throws, and they need any points they can get as the clock ticks down. This is huge. Splash on the first one. Breaking 20. Number 2 off the front rim at 34-20. Elder needs to play some tight D here.
Yeah, Hamilton's going to try to hold the ball, it looks like, to the last shot, trying to create something. Got to play tight defense here for the Panthers.
That was certainly a bit of a reach in, but Johnson did a great job selling that foul. Because if he didn't go as hard as he did with that, the refs wouldn't have seen it. But that was, I commend him for his high basketball IQ in that situation.
Yeah, Johnson will head to the line for 2 shots. Try to make this a 16-point game.
And we're seeing the refs having conversations with both sides after that.
He misses his first.
In and out.
He hits the second.
35-20, 15-point game. And that's not where you like to be at this point. We're going to see Elder. They need a big basket here to close out this quarter. Or half, honestly. This is a big, pivotal moment in tonight's game. E-step drives around and off the backboard. Not a good shot.
Johnson's going to push it with the speed.
Tipped. Out. Top. 3. Clock hits 0 at 38-20. Hamilton, Big Blue, leads the Panthers by 18 points. That's not what you like to see.
Yeah, no. Elder going down in the half, down 18. Not something you want to see if you're the Panthers. Struggling right now for sure. Unable to try and even get anything going on offense. Not even able to get an open shot in that last possession. So we'll go ahead and see if we can try and see if Coach Schoenfeld can get his boys ready for the second half, see if we can try ahead and come back. So we're Panthers down 38-20 as we head into halftime. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the second half. Panthers down 18. Hamilton on a hot streak right now, trying to look to ride that out of halftime. See if the Panthers can figure out an answer here, as they will start off with possession. No, they should. Okay, no, they won't. I stand corrected. Hamilton will get the ball first. Mills will do the inbound. Mills for three. That's no good. Aiden Sullivan with the rebound. E-Step works the ball in the middle of the Moore. Moore tries to create something, finds Mazza. Mazza trying to use his body to get to the hoop. Mazza goes up strong for two.
Coming out of halftime, you really wanted to see that change from the Panthers. And I'm seeing right away, you're seeing a little bit more fight in them that they saw near the end of that first half, closing in that lead.
Even our cheering section is getting louder. That shot's no good. 3 missed rebounds right there. But at the same time, you can't have that. The Panthers need to be able to be more physical, get those rebounds. Absolutely. As Mazza slips and falls and ball's turned over, Johnson goes up for two. And he'll connect, and he'll get a chance for a three-point play.
And one there, that's not what you want. That was really obviously a desperation foul. He was chasing him, and he just thought there was no way he was going to be able to stop the shot. So why not foul him? And that was the wrong decision.
Johnson connects, now make this a 19-point game. Brian Campshire will check into the game for Aiden Sullivan. As Sullivan's either his second or third foul tonight.
I believe third. He's had a little bit of fouls here and there, but not too much to get him into that much trouble.
Mazza trying to create something. He gets fouled. That foul on Johnson.
Wow, just straight off the Hamilton guy's chest, and he took it like a champ to get his team the ball.
Johnson drives in the middle. That's no good. Got a jump ball. It'll be Panthers possession.
Seeing the cheering section still loud and strong despite the score, because they know this Panther team has fight in them.
Campshire's going to bring the ball off the court. Ball is out of bounds on Hamilton. Stay Panther possession. Got Walter Kelsey checked in the game too. Missed that one. E-Step with an air pass. Hamilton's going to go up for a dunk.
That's going to make it an over 20-point game right now, and Elder's really taking on this mindset of playing from behind.
Mazza goes up for two. Jones is fouled.
As this is one of the first calls of the night I've seen that I thought that was mostly ball contact there. But I guess the refs had a better angle than I did. Obviously, they were right there at the other end of the court.
I don't know how they called that a shooting foul.
Yeah, I don't really think there was much of a shot attempt there, but they ball, I guess.
Jones with the chance to make this a 21-point game. So good. Ball off Hamilton will go Panthers' way.
Elder really needs a few possessions here to make this a closer game, and I don't think the mindset of they need to overcome a 20-point deficit is where they should be at. I think they should be in the mindset of, I need to get a shot here, I need to take a smart shot here. Short plays, individual plays is really where they need to be right now.
Kelsey with the nice drive. He'll go for two, no good. Kelsey will get his over rebound. He'll go for another two, no good.
Wow. And that's exactly not what you want. Bad shots.
Mills for three.
That lead to threes.
He connects. Coach Schoenfeld with the timeout. No, excuse me, there was no timeout. Maybe a referee timeout?
Short pause in play, I guess. Cam's just got it, and he's trapped immediately. This
Kelsey's
press is
wide open down low.
Yeah, this press is almost impossible to break.
They're gonna call foul on Mills, and he does not like it.
Yeah, we've seen some upsetness from both sides out some calls tonight, but I think the refs have been mostly on point on both sides. Like I said, for the most part tonight. But it's been a good game from the refs and from both teams. Despite the score, both teams have shown a lot of fight tonight.
Connor goes up for two. Morris hits for two.
It's a good shot. Eastep playing hard, and it's going to get him a foul draw.
Now that one I disagree with.
I would venture to say I'd say the same thing. There was a little bit of contact, but I think the Hamilton guy definitely oversold it a little bit to get a call, and I don't think he should have got it. Hamilton's going to dribble it up by 21 points. And a good press from Elder there. And they're going to get a foul.
They're going to call another foul. This one looks like it's going to be on Aiden Sullivan.
I may have jinxed it a little bit when I was talking about how much I liked the refs tonight. That was, I don't know if I agreed with that one.
Now bearing Aiden Sullivan's fourth foul, he'll take him out of the game. Jones dishes in the middle. A wide open bucket. Clucks gets trapped immediately. Jack Richardson trying to find something, finds Cluxton. Cluxton trying to create something. He'll dish it off to Richardson. Richardson drives in. He's no good. Moore with a nice little put back there. Timeout, Coach Schoenfeld.
It's a good moment to call a timeout. You need to get something going in these last 11 and a half minutes of game time. And I do want to mention, I want to say hello and best wishes to freshman Chet, Elders basketball team chaplain, who's watching the game from home tonight. Thank you so much for watching. father, Chet. I apologize.
Father Chet the Jet. No one better than Father Westerhoff. Actually, guess what? Father Westerhoff married my parents.
Oh, that's
baptized me.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Baptized my family and married my parents
Some close ties here.
at Elder High School. Jones going to check the ball in. He wanted him to go deep, didn't it? Gilbert's got the ball.
Resuming action after a quick timeout. Hamilton trying to break 50. What an athletic play there. A bit of a, honestly, hook shot from the looks of it. That was something else.
Paff brings the ball up the court. Richardson for three. He's no good. Johnson brings the ball up the court.
Wow. A big body rebound there. And Hamilton does not seem to be showing any signs of stopping at this point. And another foul call there. And that was first one's gonna fall, extending Big Blue's lead to 24 points. And Elder's gonna sub out some guys, send some to the bench. Camstra's gonna sit down. And number 2 is also gonna fall for number 4, Johnson. And a timeout call.
And now make this a 25-point game. Don't forget, though, ladies and gentlemen, as basketball season starts to wind down, we got our spring season coming up with scrimmages starting this week with baseball. I was talking to Coach Thaman earlier. It looks like we're going to have a pretty great squad this year for baseball. We're going to be pretty good, I think. Got some big hitters coming back, including Jared Lammers, who led the team at batting average last year, hitting around 370. So we're going to go ahead and see how that baseball team turns out. Lacrosse, of course, coming back in action with Coach Grooves. And just tune in.
Yeah, baseball and lacrosse are going to be big. And next week we have tennis starting out with their tryouts 2 days, and their season starts in about a month. So that's going to be big as well. Some big sports. Spring sports season is huge for Elder, just like the fall sports season.
Yeah, absolutely. I think E&N has over 80 broadcasts in the spring.
There's a ton.
Yeah. Also, we got the musical coming up. Don't forget about our musical. Come see Frozen. It's going to be a great show.
Spring is going to be stacked for a lot of Elder activities. It's going to be fun.
I'm looking forward to the musical.
I agree. As someone who's in it, I think we're going to be putting on a great show. Just like these two teams out here tonight are putting on a great show for us. Elder's going to get the inbound off the timeout. Eastet taking the ball up the court. Down 25. It's a tough position to play from, but it is a position that Elders put themselves in, and you can't say anything else other than that.
Richardson finds Maz in the corner. Eastet for three. He'll pump fake. He'll go for three. No good.
That one's going to rim out, and Hamilton's going to take the ball up the court. They are fast. They're athletic. They're strong, and they're just outpacing the Panthers tonight. Every step the Panthers take, Hamilton seems as if they're one more ahead.
We're going to get a jump ball call, but the ball will stay with Hamilton. Pap's going to check in for Campstra.
A lot going on the other end of the court, as we're just going to see a big foul come out of that, and Coach Schoenfeld puts his hands up, and he knows that that is not a good sign for how the rest of this game is going to unwind. And I guess the Panthers season as a whole, there's been a lot of that headlining the season, some collapses, because I've seen a lot of Panther games where they start out strong and they have leads, and we're going to get a first free throw made there from Hamilton, but they start out with these big leads and they play strong, and it's just hard for them to come back from that.
And he'll miss the second. That'll make it a 26-point game. E-step drives into the hoop. Off rim. The Panthers cannot make a shot.
Yeah, you're really seeing E-step trying to take that position of the team captain that he sort of is. He is one of the strongest guys on the team, and he's trying to fit into that role for next year as well. And it's just not working his way tonight, which is something we haven't seen that much. He's normally been one of Elder's most consistent guys, and that is not something we've been seeing tonight. Johnson's shot goes straight to the student section for Elder. And that one's going to go out of bounds. And they got it going Hamilton's way. And 26-point deficit heading into the fourth quarter. There's under a minute remaining. This feels like this third quarter's been quite a long one, with a lot of stoppages of time and a lot of fouls, a lot going on to stop the clock, as it is stopped as I speak. And now it will resume.
Yeah, this has been the backbreaker here for the Panthers. The Panthers gotten outscored 16-8 after getting outscored 15-4 in the second quarter.
Yeah. That is just back-to-back quarters of Hamilton just playing objectively better basketball than the Panthers, and there's nothing else you could say besides that. And straight to the bench. That was a bit of an errant pass. We're going to see Andriaco sub back in.
Yeah, AJ Meyer is going to come into the game along with Path. We try to get some players who don't get as much playing time here in this ball game. Trying to get them in, sub them in, right? Get them ready for next season.
Yeah, because next year is going to be a big season. There's going to be a chip on their shoulder. Coming back after some struggles, you come in. Last year you got to pick who you played in the playoffs, and this year you get picked. That is just not what you want to see, a bad turnaround from season to season. Next year they're going to come back with fight, and they're going to want something big next year from this team. Camstrick come back in. Subbing out the two guys who came in just a second ago. As the clock ticks down, 5 seconds remains. And there was call there. 3.8 seconds remain. The ball will stay with Elder down at the baseline. There's gonna be a foul call. And Elder is gonna try and set something up to get some points coming out of this third quarter.
Yeah, because foul called on Jones, his third of the quarter.
And too much going on to get a shot off before the buzzer sounds. 55-28 will be your score heading into the fourth.
Yeah, Panthers gonna have to try and come down to a 27-point lead, or 27-point deficit heading into this fourth quarter. We'll see what happens as we unroll the rest of this matchup. But again, don't forget, spring sports coming up here before you know it. Baseball, lacrosse, tennis, and our volleyball squad will be coming out. So we'll go ahead and that's the last time I've been to Mason's gym. I was watching an Elder volleyball match against St. Xavier in the regional finals.
Elder volleyball is always a fun one to watch. Coach Sean Tierney is a great guy, great coach. He coaches a great squad. Just like Schoenfeld out here, they both run very tight ships, very passionate about the sport they coach and the guys they teach.
Yeah, Mr. Tierney, good dude. I had him in class this year.
He's a great guy.
Actually, I have Coach Schoenfeld in class right now. I'll see him tomorrow in class. I'll see Coach Schoenfeld tomorrow in class, fourth period.
I'm interested to see what his mood will be after tonight's events, as Elder will take the court down by 27, and they're going to need something to go on in this fourth quarter to get a comeback going. Never shout never, but Elder needs something to go their way in this fourth quarter. And that's not it. Ball's inbounded. Quick play.
Connor Moore trying to create something. Just dishes off to Sullivan. Give it back to Moore. Moore trying to drive into the hoop, create something. He'll get a layup.
That's going to get Elder to break 30 tonight. Let's see if they can break 55.
Aiden Sullivan with good defense. Johnson kicks it out to the corner. They get another foul called on Elder. It's going to be called on Cluxton, his third.
That's his third personal foul. The team's first of the fourth period.
As Hamilton's going to get it into Johnson. There's a lot going on right now. Ball's bouncing around the court. And E-Step went way too hard on that steal and left a man wide open. But Elder recovered quite well after that. And Clux is going to try and do the same thing. And a lot of contact. And they're going to get Massa going in, and a good attempt, but the shot hits off the back of the rim. And the inbound is going to get a play back rolling for this packed out arena to get something going for these fans in this late game, although it's not very close. Johnson's going to hit another shot, extend the lead to 27.
E-Step gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Try to cut this deficit to 25.
That'd be big.
Every basket counts right now.
Yeah. In a situation like this, once the clock ticks further, it gets more and more futile by the second. But Elder, at this point, still has something in him.
E-Step will convert on the first. He'll convert on the second. And just like we spoke it into existence,
E-Step hits a huge free throw to cut the lead to 25.
we're going to get a foul called on Hamilton. Looks like. Coach Schoenfeld yelling about something.
And he's going to get face-to-face with the ref. And some slightly heated discussion going on. And discussion ends. I'm not really sure myself what's going on. Both coaches are a little upset on both sides.
Yeah, Coach Schoenfeld comes and yells at the Hamilton coach. And we got Johnson talking to the one ref.
And now they're mouthing off to one another, and the ref is going to have to break them up. And now some fans are trying to get into it. A lot going on. A lot of emotions in this game from both sides, obviously. And we're going to stop play for just a moment.
Yeah, ref trying to settle down the fans right now. Try to settle down a fan. As the cheering section's now going to go back and forth.
Everyone has something to say tonight, as there can be a lot said about tonight's game for both sides. And now the refs are going to have to make sure that everything's done, and a timeout will be called.
Timeout, Hamilton. 30 seconds, timeout.
Timeout Hamilton. Interesting use of a timeout if you're Hamilton there.
And, yeah.
Yeah, Coach Schoenfeld still discussing with one of the refs. And Hamilton discussing with the other one, trying to figure out what's going on, what the call is.
I'm not really sure what the original thing that incited this whole kerfuffle was.
A lot of pushing.
A lot of pushing. I could foresee that.
Jones and Sullivan were going back and forth a little bit.
And we're going to see the teams join back onto the court after all that, and it will be Hamilton ball. From the line, no good. Rebound, no good again, and Elder's going to get the ball back, and not anymore.
Connor Moore with the rebound. Now Connor Moore getting into it with one of their players. As he was slammed to the ground there. Refs are going to have to grab Coach
sure they stop this before it gets out of hand this time. And they want something, and neither side's going to get anything besides a jump ball down to the line.
I don't understand how you can call that a jump ball.
You know, I think they made the call before, and then they decided for some reason in retrospect not to change the call after Moore slammed to the ground. Elder's going to get it, try to get something. East side in the corner, pump fakes, shoots. From the elbow, no good.
We're going to have another stoppage of time.
And they're going to get a jump ball.
And it's going to be Elder's ball.
And I believe in the last 30 seconds of game time have taken about 8 minutes of real time. This has been a lot going on, a lot of heated emotions, and I don't foresee them dying down much anytime soon. They're going to get a foul call there on Hamilton, a reach around most likely. Reach in on the Elder guy.
Yeah, they're going to get a reach in on Mills. No, excuse me, number 30. Ball him down to the Moore. Or to try to push it into the middle.
A lot of physicality going up for that one.
And he'll get fouled again.
Wow. Even more contact. Wow. And despite all of this going on in the past few minutes, we have seen 0 points in that time. Can he be the one to change that right here, right now? We will see. First one falls. Pass cross court. Hamilton, I don't even know if they need to get anything going now. They just need to keep the ball. A lot of contact to get that steal. Wow. He seems like a one-man army out there trying to fight for the ball and fight for possession to get any points they can in these leading seconds.
Yeah, and Connor Moore is going to go ahead and go up, misses. Tries to get his own rebound, and the ball goes out of bounds on Hamilton. Be Panther possession. Richardson gets an easy layup.
Timeout Elder.
Timeout Schoenfeld.
22. Cutting the lead to 22. Marching their way forward, but 4.5 minutes remain. That's not a lot of time. That's not the amount of time you'd like to see, especially for the Panthers.
Yeah, absolutely. As time is closing quick.
This timeout, Schoenfeld's got to be telling him, a lot of stuff that they got to do differently. And we've seen a lot of emotions from both sides. We saw a Hamilton parent get kicked out earlier and a Hamilton student get kicked out just a few moments ago. And refs have had to break up a few different altercations. A lot of emotions, a lot of antics going on in this game.
It's been a
it's been a crazy ride.
It's been a crazy fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Mills will go up for 2. He'll convert.
And that's going to get them to extend their lead back to where it was just a few moments ago. And E-step from 3 off the front rim, out.
E-step trying to change that. Can he? No, he can't.
E-step has tried to pull the trigger from beyond the 3 a multitude of times tonight. 7 or 8 times by my count. It has been useless every single time I've seen the ball bounce in and out. Barely not even touch the rim. There's been a lot going wrong with tonight's game for Elder, but through all of that, you still see them trying their hardest with a lot of emotion and a lot on the line. They're playing like the score is 0-0.
Connor Moore goes up, and that ball goes out of bounds. Be Panther possession.
And E-step's going to pass that one straight to Johnson on Hamilton's side. And they're going to take the ball up the court. And I don't foresee them trying too many more shots out here tonight. I think they're going to try and keep hold of the ball and let this clock tick down as much as they can. Or not. And that one is going to be nowhere near.
Sullivan for 3. That's no good. That ball's out of bounds. Be Elder possession. And for the first time tonight, Johnson's leaving the court. We'll call foul on Chase Walpole.
As we have Bosom, Walligman out there coming in, AJ Meyer as well. We've got a lineup of guys we've seen very little of or none of tonight, varying by player. 2:52 remaining, getting them some playoff action.
Yeah, no, excuse me, that was not a foul on Walpole, foul on Big Blue. Walpole go to the line. Makes the first. The Panthers are in bonus.
He's going to knock down both of them. 61-37.
Waldman. Charlie Schroeder with tight defense.
We're seeing a lot of good. We're seeing a lot of heart from these backups. Not only do they have a lot to show because it is their last game of the season, pending an Elder victory, but they have a lot to show for next season. There's a lot on the line, a lot of emotion in this game. There's a lot going on right now. And that one straight to the scorer's table. What a pass.
Yeah, Hamilton coach not happy.
Yeah. I wouldn't be too happy if I was Coach Joe Schoenfeld with a lot that's been going on tonight. A disappointing effort, but Elder still showing heart this late into the game.
As Myers fouled, he'll head to the line.
That one will fall. That one's gonna rim out.
So we approach a minute 30 left.
That one's gonna fall, making it a 23-point match. Wallingman's gonna take it up the court.
Schroeder for three.
And great playmaking there from the Hamilton Big Blue as the clock ticks toward a minute. And I doubt we're going to see much more stoppage of play. Busum's going to get the ball and pass to his coach. To my knowledge, he is not a rostered team member, so that was not a good idea there from Busum. And Hamilton's going to get the ball moving the other way.
Good defense there by Meyer. Get the steal. And he'll go line for two. Meyer hits his first. Missed the second.
As 20 seconds remain, 67 from the Big Blue, 46 from the Panthers. We're gonna get the ball heading the other way. Not much left to write in this story, as the Panthers at this point are setting their sights on what they can do next year with their new guys that they're gonna get from the JV team, some guys that they'll pull from the freshman squad, and these returning guys that they'll have, as they're gonna hit a big three. That's gonna be great. Still gonna lose by 18, as the buzzer will sound and the Panthers will lose.
And that will do it all for this Panther squad here tonight. Final score 67-49. Just a rough night for the Panthers, unable to find something.
Not much else you can say besides that. It was a series of unfortunate events, moment after moment.
Kind of the whole entire storyline for the season. But you got anything else to add, Aiden?
That's gonna be it from me. Anything else, Brett, from you?
Nope, that's all. I'm Brett McCoy alongside here with Dylan Akers. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, and go Panthers.